Hey y'all, hey. Welcome back to my channel. I'm off today. Thank the Lord, praise him, hallelujah. I am just literally taking y'all along with me. I am off for the next 2 days. I'm about to get ready for a meeting. I'm still doing work-related things because, as you may know, if you are a CEO or a business owner, even though you're not at work, you're still working to some extent. So I am off today, like I was saying, and off tomorrow. I was supposed to be going somewhere, but I'm no longer going where I was supposed to be going. So that is that. And I had already told my team I wasn't going to be in and I was going to be out of the office. So instead of me being in the office, I just figured I can get some stuff done that I can't get done because of focus at home or at a coffee shop or where I want to go. So that's what we got planned for today. If you are new here, welcome. I am Dr. Nancy, and pretty much on my page, I do all things self-development, business, and some lifestyle. And this, I guess, falls into the category of business and lifestyle. And of course, probably I'll have some type of self-development because I'm always dropping a little gem or two or giving a little motivation here and there. And if you are a returning subscriber, thank y'all for coming back, hanging out with your girl. Always appreciate it. But I just freshened up my little hair a little bit. I did me a little 1-2 with a swoop diddy doop. I usually don't do anything edge-wise. I will say this has been the best edge control I've ever used. I can't wait to like use it for real because since my hair is doing the curly look, I'm really not needing much edge control or things to slick it down. But as it relates so far to me having this curly hair and stuff like that and the look, this edge control, which is Baskin leather, has been great. I actually purchased it on the TikTok shop when they were having like a sale, but I know they have their own website as well, and this has been good. And I like it because usually with any other edge control, especially like if I get like sew-ins and stuff like that, by the time I leave out the stylish chair, my edge has reverted. So you can see like right here, I didn't put a lot on it, so this part is kind of reverting, but this part right here is slick. I'm gonna try to brush it down another time. I'm not going to put more on it because, again, I'm just playing around today. I'm not really doing nothing that is, well, I'm doing important stuff, but nothing that's truly important. I don't want to spend all my time in my product. So that's where we're at. Let me figure out what scent I want for today. I feel like we should do something like soft and delicate. Let me go get the scent for today. Here is the scent for the day. Fleur de Peau. I want to smell like I just got out the shower. So like a baby. This has a baby powder scent. Every time I wear this to the office, I get compliments. Because I have tons and tons of perfumes and I don't wear them unless I'm going out or like doing something. That's the only time I wear my scent. And I have a lot of variety of scents. Some are more like bold and stronger. This one's very subtle, but it's not too overpowering. That is what I'm wearing today. If you do get this, it's by, is it Diptyque? Diptyque is the brand that makes this perfume. If you try to get it and you see that your bottle is like clear with black writing instead of the gold, it's the same thing. When I purchased this, it was like around the holidays, so they did like a holiday bottle in addition. So it's the same thing. We are about to get ready for a call. I'll bring y'all along on my call. I am definitely hungry, so I'm like, I don't know. We'll figure it out, because knowing me and my lazy butt, I'll be done got the matcha after. I don't think I'm having the time to do matcha now and then the meeting. I feel like I should just wait, but then I'm hungry. Oh, you know what? I have those Dutch pancakes from Trader Joe's. Might make me like a pancake sandwich, and that can at least hold me over. I love this. I know I'm showing y'all everything today, but I don't know if you can see it. Love this lip balm. It's so cute and make your lips so juicy. So I love it. I love it. I love it. But let me get ready for the meeting, y'all, so we could get into it and see what that's about. It's been a while since I met with the person I'm meeting with, and I'll let you hear it. Figure I can just talk to y'all while I'm waiting for the meeting to start. No, I did not make breakfast. I didn't even get a sip of water. That's what I'm gonna do. Sip some water, because I told myself before I drink anything like coffee or stuff like that, I need to first have a sip of water for the day. That is something I'm trying to do better with. And have I had the water? No. So I'm going to do that. And I also feel like I deserve something good today. So what I am going to do is probably just go out and get me something to eat, because I think I deserve. We'll see. But I definitely am going to get me a coffee, or a matcha for that matter. And I came on here and I wanted to chat with you all because it is always so interesting, just like the journey of business ownership. And especially when you're working with insurance companies. Like, I don't know why this year, previous years as well, but this year in particular, there has been so many hiccups with insurance carriers. And some of them just like are not paying. Some of them are like, literally it's July, and some of them have not paid us since January. And things like this is why companies go under. And situations like this is why business owners probably are stressed out and don't know what to do, don't know where to turn, don't know if they're going to make payroll or other things, because guess what? The bills continue to roll in whether or not you have been reimbursed for your services. And when we're thinking about like the turnaround time or like accounts receivables and stuff like that, traditionally for most carriers, it could be anywhere between 30-45 days from when you submit the claim and it has been accepted to when you can get your funds, assuming there's no issues and stuff like that. But for some, just to like not pay anything or be very selective in what you want to pay is really crazy when providers continue to see your members and also have to pay their staff and things like that. So I'm always just so grateful to God, because he literally has had a hand on me throughout my entire business journey. And literally, this is God's business. And I've started to change my mindset surrounding that probably like a year and a half ago or so, really trying to make sure that he knows like, this is yours, right? I am just the person that you have put here to be able to carry out the vision that you see for your company. And sometimes I get beside myself and I think like, oh, I'm in charge and I'm this and I'm that, especially when it comes to certain decisions. And I have to remember like, girl, especially big decisions, like, did you consult with God? Did God say that this is what you should be doing? And it can be really easy to let your ego think that you're in charge. Sometimes it can be a constant battle with trying to balance you in the business versus the God in the business. It's a balance, and I'm still a work in progress with that as well. But most certainly God had his hand on me, because I can even tell y'all a story where like the beginning of this year, one of the main funders that we use did not paid us, but paid us under another name. I don't even know how this happened, what glitch in the system happened, but for about 3 months or so, we got $0. And a good chunk of our clientele utilized this insurance. $0 of reimbursement. They were paying it, but they did two things, which I was like side-eyeing. Like, okay, this feels fishy, right? Any practice owner knows at the beginning of the year, there's lots of deductibles. There's all the things happening. Payments are slow in general, probably because the insurance companies are doing some of their own internal things on the back end. And I thought, we're not getting paid. Like, a month has gone by, a month and a half. Okay, we're not getting paid. Maybe because there's something on the back end of the insurance company where there's challenges there. All right, no problem. Then I'm like, we're not getting like nothing. And we had direct deposit for our account, but we weren't even getting that. So I'm like, what's going on? And then I realized somehow the insurance company stopped our direct deposit and started issuing paper checks. And I'm like, why are you issuing paper checks? We have direct deposit. What's going on with that? That's weird. And if you know that paper checks take much longer to get to you, right? With anything that someone's mailing to you. Versus direct deposit, once it's cleared, it's good. Versus it being cleared, then it being printed, then it being taken to the post office or, the mail pickup service, then it being delivered, then sorted, then being delivered to you, then you got to cash it, then it has to wait for processing in your bank account. So it's just a whole process. And I'm just like, why is it taking so long just to get paid? And then what I realized one day is we had a couple articles of mail that came in from this funder, and one of the articles of mail had my name on it, meaning the company name, and the other articles of mail had another company on it. And I'm like, but the company had our address. So I was like, this is weird. Something's off here. So I was just telling the mail carrier like, hey, this is not our mail, and handed the mail back. Lo and behold, those checks that I gave back were for us. So there was a whole long ordeal in terms of getting it fixed and corrected, and us on the back end just trying to figure out like, why did this happen? How did this happen? This doesn't even make sense. So ultimately, we're still in process of that particular issue amongst other things, but that was a really big issue. We have received a good chunk of our funds. Our funds are now processing under our correct name. But when I tell you, God pulled me through. He pulled me through. Even to this day, there's still so many concerns and issues with funding source and them doing what they're supposed to do and all the things. But God, He always makes a way. And I am so grateful and just so thankful. I'm just so thankful to Him. Nothing but God. That's literally all I can check it up to, is literally having faith that it will work and literally put in action and moving your feet, not taking no for an answer, doing your research, being persistent. Literally, have faith, be persistent, and it will take you a long way. Because I don't want to say lazy, because I hate saying the word lazy, but for lack of a better word right now, I'm going to say lazy. If I was a lazy business owner and just allow people to just tell me everything and not to do my research and not to understand, I don't think I would still be standing today. Because people, even though you pay them to do a job and stuff like that, and this has nothing to do with like the insurance stuff in general, but just as a business owner and a tip, even though you're paying people to do a job, you should still know how to do some portion of the job, or have enough knowledge to know if the person is actually doing a job that you hired them to do. And you may not be as skillful or things like that, but you most certainly need to know and be able to follow up and check up on people that you have paid to do a job. If that's an area where you need some improvement in and you need to build your skill set in, do that. And it's not micromanaging. It's not the inability to believe or have faith and stuff like that in those team members or those people that you're contracted with. But what it is you making sure that your business is being able to stay afloat and your business able to do what it needs to do so that you can pay your people and you can keep your reputation of your business and your company. So that's that. We're going to get on this call, because if I'm not logged in, then she going to be asking, did you freaking, girl? I'm like, girl, I'm right here. Just talk to the camera. But let's get on this call, y'all. And then the last one is, like we've talked about in the past, just building out other funding sources or other programs, but I want to make sure that we're in a good spot. And when I say a good spot, meaning we've moved, we're settled, everybody, insurance, is reimbursing how they should be. So then I can step out and do other things. So that 2 areas I think that to grow. So that, again, if it is that with the bill in the next, year or a couple years when the whole thing goes into effect, that it doesn't matter for me as much as an owner. Being shaped and smoothed and polished like that of a gym. It's exhausting though. It's exciting, but it's exhausting. And I was looking at TikTok, and they were saying on TikTok, it was like a girl praying, saying to God that she hopes that her exhaustion doesn't translate to her being ungrateful. And I thought that was everything, because I think sometimes I can be tired and exhausted, and I hope and I pray that God is not thinking that me being exhausted is communicating that I am ungrateful. But then she said that it's important to show gratitude and be grateful in the season of exhaustion. So I started to talk about with y'all just now how it's exhausting, which it is, but I am grateful. And I will say, as a leader, and I think as a person that wants to not act like I know it all, because I know I can always benefit, I can always learn, I can always grow, and I know I don't know it all. But I think sometimes the ego can step in the forefront, especially when there's things that are required to stretch you, as well as things that are required to challenge you. And sometimes I get this feeling of, it's my ego, but I get this feeling of like, how when you take that gulp swallow of like that thick pastiness in your mouth and a little bit of tension rising. And I think that it is, I don't want to say like a defensive mode, but a defensive or a guard comes up. And I don't want to say like I shut down, because I've grown in this way. But when my husband says, sometimes he's extremely smart, knows a lot. And sometimes I think I was coming with this great idea, or I got that, I'm doing amazing, I love this, all the things I feel are the right way. But then when I say something and it's met with the Like, nah. Then I feel that tension, or in the past, I would feel that tension. I would feel that thick, my saliva getting thick. I might feel like I want to shut down, or I don't want to talk about certain things because, like, you know, your spirit has been shot down sometimes. I felt like, wow, right now I'm being stretched in a way that is really killing my ego. And not in a bad way, because my ego needs to be checked. So that was a great call. I know y'all got to see a little snippet of our conversation, but just some takeaways that I have from the call, maybe because this can help you, and maybe your ego can puff up a little bit like mine sometimes. But I think that these meetings are really, really, really going to stretch me in a way that I didn't even know that I needed. And everything happens in the right time. But I'm going to tell y'all, that little tension behind my ear right here in my neck is growing. I might need to go get my massage. I might need to go get the massage so they can massage it up out of me. Because, baby, she was tensioning. She was. That's how I know my ego was tripping in that moment. But I'm good. I'm grateful. But God, I ask that you continuously check my ego and allow me to be open to receive feedback, open to receive guidance, because ultimately everything that you have placed in front of me and everything that you have placed in my path is only meant for me to be able to grow the business that you have provided to me and grow to be the thought leader and servant leader that you are building me to be. Amen. All right. So one of the things that was a take home for me is to figure out, what am I excellent at that I love to do, or areas that I bring the most value? What is it that I don't like to do but I'm excellent at doing? What is it that I love to do and I'm not good at? And what is it that I don't like to do? So it's kind of a 4-quadrant activity and exercise that she's wanting me to do. She is my CEO coach, so I will be doing that. And ultimately the purpose of our conversation today was me really understanding, like, what is it that I want? And this has been a recurring theme in all aspects of my life. What is it that I want to do from a business perspective? What is it that I even want to do from a personal perspective? And two, I even ask myself, like, well, what do you want to do on social media? How do you want to show up? So I think that this is a recurring theme. And because I am so multifaceted and there's so many things that I'm really good at and so many things that I'm not good at that I want to be good at, that I think there is a little bit of tension and friction that happened because of me wanting to do all these things and it just being hard for me to pinpoint and know, like, all right, Nandy, this is it. Like, that is the one. So that is something that she's wanting me to do as it relates to my business. The other thing that I need to work on is being able to find someone to sit in a specific seat that I want to fill in my business, and how long does it take to fill that seat. So from an accountability and transparency moment, I gave myself 18 to 24 months or so in order for me to get things together in a certain respect. This, and meaning putting someone in a specific seat to allow me to have more bandwidth to do different things. So that was 3 months ago. So technically we had 15 months. And I've done things to get closer to that, but I have not done the things that I need to do. And a piece of that is because ultimately my husband and we want to have children. And sit now within my business, I cannot fathom having a child with the amount of responsibilities that I have. Could work, right? If it happened tomorrow, it is what it is. I would figure it out. But I don't know what that will look like. And I don't want to become pregnant and have stress on me and stress on my baby. So that is something as well that, as I'm thinking about the things that I need to change and put into place in my business, my goal is over the next 18 months. And not to say that I'll be pregnant over the next 18 months, because again, it's all in God's time. And if he says it, then it's going to happen. If he says it's not the time, then it's not going to happen. So let me be very clear on that. But what I will say is, in the next 18 months, I want to make sure that my business is in a spot where if it did happen, that I would not have an extra layer of stress or anything up on me. So that is something that I need to think about, is like, who is that person? Will they be hard to find? Things like that. She also wanted me to think about, what is it that I like to do? What is it that I'm good at and I'm excellent at? And I told her a lot of the things that I'm good at and I'm excellent at, and she said that summarizes me just being a thought leader. honestly, I never thought about myself as a thought leader. Because when I think about a thought leader, I think about like someone in academia or someone that is like going to every single conference and sitting on these stages and talking and sharing their information and producing books and writing articles and all of the things. And I'm just like, no, a thought leader can look a lot of different ways. Don't get it twisted. I have been, okay? I've wrote a book, okay? I have presented at conferences, okay? I have even published an article, my dissertation, as well as another article, okay, when I was in undergrad. So, okay. But that's not something I consistently do. So I don't think that I thought about myself as a thought leader because I was so linear in my viewpoint of what a thought leader is that I didn't even consider myself a thought leader. So that was one thing. She gave me some other ideas of things that I can look into for other sources of revenue, especially with this big, beautiful bill that is happening. And then finally, she asked me, what do I want my company to look like? And again, y'all know I'm authentic and I'm transparent, and I'll just let y'all know what it is. And I've told her, like, ultimately the vision of my business is to be a multidisciplinary practice that is a comprehensive mental health organization. Wow. As a business owner, I go above and beyond providing ABA therapy services or autism services, above and beyond. Aww. I'm helping families navigate through so many different things. I'm helping siblings. I'm advocating at schools. I'm doing this. I'm doing everything. Okay. I'm doing counseling for unofficial counseling for the parents, unofficial counseling for the kids, all the stuff. So with that being said, my goal and the reason why I do that with no compensation, no additional funyuns, that's like the bag of chips. No additional coin, the munyan, the funyun, the coin, the dollar, the nero, all that stuff. Nothing is coming in for all those extra things that I'm doing. What? I'm doing it because it's the right thing to do, especially if I have the resource and the skill to be able to help somebody to navigate that, right? However, that has been my goal. I want to be able to be a multidisciplinary, comprehensive mental health organization. And with that being said, I also have the vision to have multiple locations. Wow. But I told her in the midst of that conversation that these have been things that I've embarked upon. We've had psychotherapy services. We've literally almost completed the process of being NPA, looked into multiple locations in Jersey and what that would look like. And through those journeys, I don't think I've ever shared this publicly online, honestly, or probably with anybody who I wasn't working with directly. But through those journeys and avenues and processes of moving forward, there has been barriers. And when sometimes there are certain barriers that happen, it causes me to fully retreat back and say nope. And I think that perhaps in my journey, God has had these barriers for me for either two things: telling me, hey, you're pivoting wrong and that's not it, or not right timing. And I think now, because I am actually working towards developing myself as a CEO, I think that now my brain is available to be able to consider these things. And I'm just excited for what the journey will look like, even with the tension, even though the ego is like, whatever. I'm just excited for what is going to happen and what things will look like. And not to say, who knows, that I'll be a multidisciplinary organization. It all depends upon what the man above says he wants for the company. But as I'm starting to develop myself, these are some things that I'm considering exploring. And it's crazy because I don't think I've ever, even throughout my whole journey, really focused on building myself as a CEO specifically. So that is also something that's really exciting for me, because like I am actually putting in the effort to build my CEO skills. Everything has been clinical skills, business owner skills, speaking, things like that, but never as a CEO specifically. So that's exciting. But that was pretty much what our conversation entailed. All I had today was water. It is 12:32 now. So we met a little over an hour. Our meeting was originally only scheduled for 45 minutes. So at this point, I'm going to eat lunch and then I'm going to go get a coffee after, because I have lunch food in the fridge. I need to also give my husband a call. I'm so proud of myself though, y'all, because I only replied to a couple emails. I'm looking at stuff. I need to mind my business. Wait, hold up. are still pending. I need to call this insurance company. I'll call them tomorrow because I ain't doing nothing tomorrow. I'm off tomorrow as well, like I told y'all. I was considering going to this conference that I came across yesterday in Atlanta, but I don't think I'm gonna go. It didn't seem like it was a right fit for now. And I probably could get a massage tomorrow. I think I'm gonna make an appointment to get a massage tomorrow. I'm gonna make me a full day tomorrow, y'all. I think I'm going to keep me accountable if I don't do it, but I think I'm gonna get a good breakfast, a massage, maybe some shopping. We gonna see. But let's go eat. I'm hungry. We got Ramel Robbins 5-second rule that I had to execute today. I ate good. That food was so good. And then after that, y'all, I ate a cookie. And I was like, do I really need to go to the store today? I was like, I don't. I should go lay down. And I said, then the other mind kicked in. I was like, girl, yes, because you need to figure out what you're needing. You need to figure this out and that out. So I'm on my way to the store. I'm doing water, change my mind. Right now, I don't think I need a matcha. So I'm gonna focus on water because I just eat food. So let's go to the store, y'all. So I'm sitting in this chair here. I like it. It's orange of this version. It's $200 though. So I'm thinking about the revamps that I want to make to the center. So I'm taking pictures of the things that I like so that when I come back, because I'm only going to get the necessities today, but I do like that chair. So I'm going to take a picture of it because I like it in the green color. So that's what I do when I come to IKEA. I'll take photos of the things that I like. And I do like that chair. So let's keep making our way. My color scheme does not include red, but these red foldable chairs are so decent. I love them. I just like the color. They're just so cute. One of my favorite areas in IKEA is the kids area. I get so much inspiration on how I'm going to design. Even when I did our first design, I got a lot of inspiration from here. But one thing about it, the little kids at the center won't let me be great because clearly what y'all have seen from the center now don't look like how it looked when I first opened it because the kids, do them. But that's that. $503 later. That amount was not on the bingo card today. Those tables, the small tables, I don't think I showed y'all, but I'll insert a picture, which a lot of people get for their daycares or businesses, was $40 a piece. I feel like they increased the price because I felt like they used to be like $30 or something like that. 3 of those tables came up to $120. And then the small chairs that I think a lot of people use as well for their daycares or their clinics. And when I say a lot of people, I mean most of the people that don't shop at ECR Children or Children's Factory, those types of stores that are technically for daycares. I got 4 chairs. They were $18 each. So that came up to $72. So there's a mall over here that I really did want to go to, but physically and mentally, I'm drained and I need something really good and cold to drink. I should have got a drink out of there, but I'm tired and it's almost 3 o'clock. So traffic probably will start picking up. So I have to figure out what I want to do. Because the mall is literally right there and I got to go to the mall anyway. I don't have to go to the mall, but I wanted to see if maybe if I could get a swimsuit or a dress or something more summery and more let me see what stores they have over there. I haven't been to that mall in a very long time, so we'll see. I'm gonna see what stores are over there. I honestly don't want to go though. Called Jersey Gardens Mall. Let's see what stores they have. Clothing. See if any of these stores are worth it. They have a Banana Republic factory, which I could probably see if they got some tan pants and stuff for work. So that might be a good store to go to since I'm over this way. They may not have a Forever 21. They have it on here, but Forever 21 is clothes. I think they all went out of business. They have a H&M, Topic, a J. Crew factory, which is also good for our work clothes. They got a lot of stores over there, a lot of outlet type of stores. But I'm not going. I'm gonna be real. I'm tired. I can probably see it in my eyes. I am tired. They may have a coffee store, which would have been helpful. I'm sure they got like Dunkin' and stuff. That would have probably given me a little jolt. I need something because I am like on the verge of falling asleep on my way over here. I told y'all I was feeling tired. Let me maybe see what the traffic is. If it's less than 20 to 30 minutes for me to get home, I'm going home. If it's more than that, I'll go to the mall. Let's see. 30 minutes exact. I'm going home. I'm no good. Bye.
A few moments later.
So y'all, I ended up in the mall.
You what?
And I'm about to get one of these. They look good. The candy, the Crunch Munch fresh candy. Yeah, we're gonna get us one of them. Look how good they look. Oh my god. But yeah, I did end up getting a refresher. Wow. I would rate it as 7 out of 10. I'm tired, but I got a couple things. So let me actually I need to see where I need to go. Because I came here for some work pants because some of my pants are ruined. So I need to get work pants, but I also want to get one of those candies. So let's see where we at. It's literally like a candy apple, but a strawberry. Like the coating tastes like a candy apple. It's good though. Yeah, the strawberry good. It's really cold though, as it should be, I guess. But for the small, it was $7. Just finished it. I didn't eat it all. Everything was, I think they freeze the fruit and then dip it. So it was really cold when I was biting it. If I were to get it again, I would get the strawberry one and the grape one. The oranges I didn't care for. The blueberry was smashed, so I barely even tasted it. What a waste of time. I was trying to find a store to get the pants, my work pants. That was one of the pure reasons why I went, because I need work pants. Aww. And I was trying to find the store, and after walking around in a circle, because the way the mall is, I think there's like a middle part of the mall and then 2 sides of the mall. So what I did was I walked on the one side. I came down per the directions of the directory. I went left, and I think I was supposed to go right. And because I went left, I then saw almost where I started it. So I said, at this point, I'm tired. I shouldn't have came here in the first place, but I'm tired. So let me keep on walking and walk right out to go home. So I'm going home. I should have went home, honestly. I went against my better judgment. I was like, girl, you out there. You're like 5 minutes down the road. So just go. And I should have just went home. But I guess I got a refresher out of it. That little, is it tag along or however you say it? That little Korean, I think it's Korean or Chinese treat. And I got 2 things from Primark, a workout set and a t-shirt or a little button up. That's it. I'm going home. Nothing that I needed today. Spent money on things I didn't need today. Today might be the day of like lessons. And the day of lessons. I'm on my way home from the mall, and I put in my GPS, obviously the address to get home. And I kind of know how to get home and usually what route I should take. But the GPS had me going a certain way. And as I'm riding by, I'm like, why does the GPS have me going this way? And like the route that they were taking me is not the route that I usually go. So with that, I looked at the exit for the route that I usually go, and I was like, okay, I'll just follow the GPS, I guess. But I'm not sure if the GPS had reset in the midst of the journey because I was on a certain path and not path perhaps that I was supposed to be on. So the reason why I'm saying there is some lessons and today is just a day full of lessons is because it then resulted in me going on a route that I wasn't familiar with, going on a route that also cost money, aka tolls, because it made me ride on the turnpike. Also, now I am in 20-ish or so minutes of traffic. It's moving slowly, but I'm on the turnpike and in traffic. And I started to feel myself like getting frustrated and worked up because I'm like, one, I should have trusted my gut because while it probably still would have been some traffic, at least I wouldn't have had to have a financial barrier since that way is free. And also at one point there was a sense of anxiety because here I am all the way over in the left side on the turnpike and I have to merge past all these easy pass lanes when cars are flying by to get all the way over to the right side. You said you were tired. You should have went home. You went to the mall to get something specifically. Every store, I think I just wasn't in the mood for shopping. So the couple stores that I went into, I was iffy about what they had. I did not feel like trying anything on, and usually I'm like, you better try it on, because stuff just don't fit. It looks good on a hanger, but it just may not fit on you properly. So I didn't try anything on. The lines were long. The workers had like attitudes. It was just a lot. Like I was telling y'all before, I got lost in the mall, and I was just like, this ain't worth it. And then I thought about it, like, you told yourself to go home, made a last minute decision not to go home, and thought, you're out here, stick with it and just do it because you're out here already. But you were tired and you're looking for items, one, that you probably already got at home. Two, I need some work pants like real bad. But you could order them work pants. Why are you exerting effort and energy walking around the mall looking for something that they may not even have, and you know that there is a guarantee that they have it online, and you still don't gotta try it on because you know your size and you know exactly what you need? Because I have these pants. So today is just a day full of lessons. I think I'm in my season of learning hard lessons, man. And I hope and pray that all these hard lessons that I'm learning are going to set me up to be prepared for what is to come. Because even too, like, I'm getting emails about certain things. I'm responding to some of them, especially those that's like, if it was me and I email somebody about this, like, I would want a response. But it's also reminding me, like, I need to respect the boundaries as well that I put up. If I say I'm out, I'm out. It's not like a dire thing that I don't have to attend to. Granted, like I said, as an entrepreneur, you're always working a little bit, like always, like the business still got to go, you know, with you or without you, the business still got to run. So like, but certain things, it's like, now if you respond to these things and reinforce these behaviors, then the next time when you really truly are on your vacation, people is going to expect a response from you. So I gotta do better, and I'm happy that y'all are with me in the moment as I'm experiencing all the things. But when I go home, I don't even have anything to eat, so I gotta figure out as well what dinner is gonna look like. Like, I'm not going to say exhausted. I will say I don't at this time have the mental capacity to even think that far. Because I said to y'all earlier, like, stop saying exhausted. That sounds ungrateful. And here I am, exhausted. But I just thought I would share that with you all as I'm cruising through traffic. And hopefully that little nugget and little story will bless somebody. And tell you, trust your gut, listen to your body, literally listen to your body, because some things that might seem urgent or like you should do it, but if your body has already made the decision, follow your body. Hey y'all, it is the next day. Hair looks crazy. What happened here? Welcome back, y'all. It is the next day. I don't even know what I ended up doing. I gotta refresh this. I don't even know what I ended up doing when I got home. I know I had all these plans to do all these things, but I don't think I did anything that I was planning on doing. Now it is almost a little after 2. Let me check. It is 2:15. And I was talking all that stuff yesterday about how I wasn't working and blah, blah, and y'all, I worked dang near the entire morning. I got up at 10 o'clock. Well, I got up like around 6 something and used the restroom. And then I fully got up at 10 o'clock. And once I got up, I literally just got ready. Not even got ready, meaning like dressed, but just like pound the pavement, started working. So right now I just started freshening up myself, got dressed. I would love to go get a massage today. It depends, because I do got a couple things that I need to do. My body could use one real bad, so I have to see. I might get a massage, but I'm hungry, so we're gonna just do a couple things, couple errands. The one thing I don't like, I showed y'all that edge control, but the one thing I will say I don't like about it is the second day, and it's like product buildup. That's all it is. So it's not terrible, but I hate that the second day, when I like comb it out, you could see the edge control, like the residue from it. That's the only thing I don't like about it. But other than that, it be having me looking real cute, real demure, real mindful. But my hair is not coming out right. It's like flat, like a pancake in the back. And then there's volume everywhere else, like, because it's all matted up, which is crazy. But I was hoping to get out of the house a little earlier. The place I'm trying to go to, I think they might close. I may not even be able to go there if I don't leave like now. I think they close literally in like, that's what I'm wearing. Magnetic Candy from Finery at Target. And I also put on the 7 Virtues Vanilla Woods. So that's what I'm wearing for my set of the day. I really should put on some sunscreen, but let me put it on. I was gonna say I don't feel like it, but put on the sunscreen. Care for your skin. One thing about this sunscreen here that I love is that it gives you a nice natural looking glow. Wow. This is the Kiehl's Butterscreen UV Serum. I don't know if y'all can see it, but yeah, got some good sunscreen, and doesn't make me break out, doesn't make me look greasy. It makes me just look like I have like just naturally radiant skin. Here we are, so y'all can see me. This is what I'm giving today. Nothing crazy. I'm not even, honestly, I'll put on an earring. I was about to say I'm not even gonna put on an earring, but this is what they getting for today. That's all she's got to give. So let go. And the reason, since I'm in a car now, I can talk. The reason though, y'all, why I was working all day is because I woke up this morning and today is payday. And when I processed payroll earlier in the week, I was wondering, honestly, why it seemed lower. And I was like, okay, maybe we didn't, have as many hours as I thought. And then come to find out this morning, I did not add myself to payroll. So thank God I was able to fix it in general and get it rectified, because at first I was like, oh my gosh, did they not deduct the payroll? Then I checked my bank account and I saw that it was deducted. Then I was like, okay, well, I'm out of the office and people have to get their money, so I need to make sure that everything is set. But I was like, okay, nobody texted me that they didn't get their check or anything like that, so everything must be good. And then I had dived a little bit deeper and I realized that everybody got paid except for me. So again, like I was saying, it was an easy fix, thankfully, but I was nervous. I was like, oh my goodness, I'm not even in the office, so this is not great. But from there, it kind of just literally kick-started the work day for me, and I've been working literally ever since then. And a couple things that I ended up being able to do, which was great, is called about a couple authorizations that we've been missing. And I always say it's such a risk providing services without an active authorization, because they could say no and I won't get paid. So sometimes it's very tricky when you're deciding to do that, and it's a risk. And I told myself I'm no longer doing it. So if it is that there's issues with authorization, even though honestly 9 times out of 10, especially with certain carriers, like they'll provide the authorization, but it's just such a risk, especially when you're providing services and paying people for money that you may not get, especially when the insurance company still owe you money. Let me calm down. Yeah, so that's something that I am not doing anymore. If we don't have the active authorization, then I'm not providing services, because it's just a big risk. And what did I do? I called on some credentialing application. Didn't get a chance to show or record any of that, clearly, because I'm telling y'all right now, but it was a pretty productive day. I called MPI people, I don't know, enumeration, I think that's what it's called. I called them to ask a question about like the MPI. Wow. And looked at a YouTube video that's coming out for edits. I'm trying to think, y'all, what else I did? I feel like I did, communicated with some new hires or potential new hires, responded to some emails. I've been really productive, especially for me to be having on an out of office. One of my BCBAs said, stop responding to emails. I know, I'm terrible. I really gotta start asserting that boundary. I be talking a good game, I ain't gonna lie. Y'all know, because y'all heard me yesterday. I be talking a good game, but when people need me, I'll be like, okay. But I've done my work for the day. I'm waiting on one more phone call that's a really important call. It's not one that I can miss. So waiting on that call. It should come between 3 and 4. And that's too why I said like I would like to get a massage, but I don't know, because the area I'm going to eat breakfast, the massage parlor that I have went to in the past is up this way. So if I eat quick, and then go over to the massage parlor. I can't start the massage until I get my phone call. And also, I think I want to go to Trader Joe's because last night I had cooked their seafood bowl in a bag. And it wasn't too bad, honestly. It wasn't too bad. I did have to add a little bit of extra seasoning on there. I was mad I didn't think to cook a boiled egg. But for what it was worth, like, I think it's about $10. Like, it wasn't bad for a little frozen seafood boil to just pop in the not in the microwave, on the stove with some boiling water. It was pretty good. So if they have another one, I'm gonna get one for me and for my husband. But the next time I make it, I think I'm gonna just like add a little bit of extra to it and add a boiled egg, because I think that'll be fire. But I want to go to Trader Joe's just to get a couple things. I have not cooked in a long time, and I actually too, y'all, yesterday I ordered the 15-day cleanse. Wow. So your girl about to eat real good, because the net and get her a coffee, the coffee I've been wanting, because the next couple days, baby, I need to be eating fruits and vegetables and stuff to reset my gut, because I don't gotta go into detail. Y'all know what happened on the cleanse. So I'm gonna be taking the gut cleanse. If I remember, if you're interested in it, I'll make sure that I tell y'all how it goes. Maybe in another video, if I do another vlog style video, and I'll show y'all or link it in case you want to try it. But yeah, I gotta reset my gut, because I've been so sluggish, and I've been just sluggish, lack of energy, always tired, just stomach crampy, just feeling icky. So yeah, we need that. So let me go ahead, because I just turned to see if this was a cop beside me. It's not. And I think when I turned, the guy next to me thought that I was trying to look at him, because he was staring and then pulled up. So let me pull up a little bit too. But let me go, y'all. We'll see y'all at the coffee shop. Hello, this is Mandy. Y'all, when I say I ate, what? Lord have mercy. I love the order. If you are in Jersey and close to South Orange, check out the order. Our food is just so flavorful, and it is, I think the son owns it. They're Southeast, and I think the son owns the business, but the mom works there too, or is there. I don't know if it's mother son owned, but I definitely know the son owns it. And the mom is always there, and I laugh because like she gives mom vibes. She definitely gives out the bob. I tell you what to do. She be a little spicy sometimes. I'd be like, right now. But their food is so good, and I love their coffee. When I drink it, it's just like so fresh and just yummy. But the one thing about their coffee I will say is it be having me up all night. So I just had a coffee. I should have probably got the matcha, because the matcha doesn't do it to me, but the coffee, when it's time to go to bed, listen, I be wired. So that's the only thing about their coffee, because it's probably like the real deal coffee. The issue is, I thought that I ordered that sandwich that y'all saw. I thought that was eggs, bacon, and hash browns, or like potatoes with aioli. It was a whole sandwich. I saw brioche bun, but it said plus 85 cents. So I thought that was like to add on a bun. So I threw the bun away. Well, didn't eat it. They threw it away. So hopefully she didn't add it, because I'm like a whole breakfast sandwich and pancakes. I didn't even finish all the pancakes. They were so good, and I was just craving it. And while I was eating, I was listening to Outwitting the Devil, which is one of the Audible books that I love. I love. And you should check it out. I had pulled up my phone originally. I got sidetracked, because I did not pull up my phone to do work. But I pulled up my phone to show y'all the Outwitting the Devil page. So they said something though in that story, and it made me feel bad. And also they said something else that made me like, So the one thing that made me feel bad is they were talking about discipline and how we put like terrible things into our bodies and all of this stuff. And pretty much the thought-provoking piece of that was, if you do not have the power to control yourself, you do not have the power to control others. And it really didn't say power, but that was the tone of it, of like, if you can't be the master of yourself, how can you be the master of others? And I thought, like, wow, that just talks about how much discipline is involved in order to be your best self, as well as in order to be the best leader or the best guiding light to other people. And that was the thought-provoking piece for me, because I was like, ooh, that's a bar right there. But the other piece of that, they were talking about the things that people have difficulty with, and one of them was like overindulgence of food or putting bad things into your body. And I'm listening to that as I'm there eating pancakes with the blueberry compote and the cinnamon infused syrup with the cheese, sharp cheddar cheese at that, honey. Egg, pork, bacon, hash brown with aioli sauce on a buttered brioche bun, and a nice tall glass of iced coffee. Wow. Well, let me be clear. Lavender iced vanilla. Well, no, not vanilla, but a lavender iced latte. I did want vanilla, that's why. And it was just talking about, like, girl, you putting all that bad stuff in your body, and you're not disciplined in that respect. And that was an eye-opener. I was still eating though, but my eyes was open. I was like, you know what? And see, I said I'm gonna start my cleanse. There you go. But that was like it stung a little bit, and also was enlightening in the same respect. But right now it's 3:50, so I have to decide if I want to either get a massage or go to Trader Joe's. How about this? I've been wanting a massage for a very long time. So maybe what I can do is I'm going to call them, and if they have an opening now, then I'm going to get a massage. If they don't have an opening, I know I was going to go to Trader Joe's for the boil, but what else was I going there for? Oh, vegetables and fruits and stuff. But like, do I have to go to Trader Joe's for that? Probably not. I'm close to Trader Joe's, but is it required that I go to Trader Joe's? Honestly, probably not. But sometimes I be going places and doing things, and it's like, do you really need to be doing that? Because I'm really trying to think if there's anything specific that would be like, oh, I must go to Trader Joe's. Because Trader Joe's is nearby South Orange, one of the locations. So that's why I was just going to go there. But it may not even be necessary. I can either do that or go home. Because I do need to film some content for YouTube. So let me call this place. If they have an opening, I'm going to go get me a massage. Usually this place is pretty reasonable. So I do like to do like a 2-hour massage. But I may just do, I will say 30 minutes, not 30 minutes, an hour or hour and a half. Because I do need to just feel like relaxed and release some of those toxins, because I gotta release them from the pores and release the tension. And then when I get my cleanse clean out, the ladies next to me was talking about gut health. I said, Lord, if you ain't giving me sign after sign after sign about getting my gut together, because baby, I'm surprised that I ain't got no concerns, because I know this gut health is a problem just based upon what I eat. I typed in spa. Let me just drive over there, because maybe I gotta type in massage. Here we go. Let me call us if they got an appointment. If they do, guess what? We go in. Let's call them. Hi, yes. I was wondering if you had any availability at 4 o'clock for today. Just one. Thank you. Bye. She said yes. I mean, it's the middle of the day on a Friday. Ain't nobody coming get a massage, so I'm happy to get a spot. Last time I went though, I feel like I had like a bruise on me or something like that. So I gotta tell her, take it easy, boo. And I got me a scrunchie, so this is perfect. Let me go get my massage, and we'll talk. I'm gonna probably be talking like this when I get back, because I'm gonna be so relaxed. But I definitely need a water. So, because I'm feeling a little dehydrated. So, let's go! Yay! Ciao. That massage. Lord have mercy, y'all. Y'all see my hair. Look at this clip from when I first came from the massage. I definitely feel relaxed. Let's say that. I remember why it's been some time since I've been there. And I'm going to tell y'all why when I get in the car. All right, y'all. Little backstory. When I usually get massages, I usually go to a chain or some type of more Americanized spa or parlor. I've been to this parlor maybe a couple months ago, and the reason why is because it costs less for a longer time. And when I first came to this spa or massage parlor, it was a little rough, like the pressure, and I thought, okay, maybe I'm not enough. So that turned me off a little bit, but I thought that was one of the only reasons why I didn't come back until today. I remember, because when I left, or when I was going the first time and checking out, I was like, okay, maybe I'm tight, that's why. But ultimately I felt relaxed and I felt good, and I had wanted to, at one point I was like, well, we could do like a little team thing. The prices are reasonable, people can get massages. I know they probably be stressed out at the job sometimes with these, the kids and all the things going on. But then I remembered, if I were to ever do this, I have to tell them this one thing that they cannot do, because it could be a liability from a staffing perspective. And that one thing is, when they are massaging you, they actually massage your derriere. And the only time I've ever felt semi-exposed at a spa experience is when I was in Bali and I did a scrub. And that was the very first time. I was like, do what? Don't what? Okay, I had my little, they had the little paper things, like, if you get surgery, or you see people on shows that get surgery, they have like the paper bra or the paper underwear and stuff like that. So we had that when I got a full body scrub in Bali. But they still was scrubbing, honey, scrubbing. So that was the first time ever. Okay, whatever, cool, I'm in Bali, it's an experience. But now I've realized that maybe when there are people trained in different techniques from different cultures or regions, then this is something that's customary. I'm realizing. So all to say, she is massaging me, and she like pulls my undies a little bit down just to be able to massage my gluteus maximus. And the whole time I'm thinking, I probably look like a butterball turkey laying down. And what else I'm thinking is, what if I was funky? Can you imagine just massaging, not even today, but having a job where you're massaging someone, and if they think or smell like butt or other regions, because like as you're massaging, this might be TMI, but like as you're massaging, like there's movement of the body and openings of body parts that could be whiffed of whatever, and the whole time I'm thinking like, girl, you better not give me too much pressure. And then you get a surprise because I just ate. Can y'all imagine if I would have done that cleanse today, like prior to? But anywho, I booked the appointment because I felt so relaxed, and I ended up booking 90 minutes. I don't know if I ended up telling y'all that, but I did 90-minute massage. Felt so relaxed. She even did like a little pressure point facial, massage my temples. That's what I used to do back in the day in undergrad. Whenever I felt stressed, I would just massage my temples. That's all I would do, just to like ease the stress. And she was massaging my face. She put a little something under my eyes. I don't know what it was, but I'm gonna go wash my face in case I get a little bit of a reaction. But when I say that lady massaged the mess out of me, she was twisting and bending me like a pretzel. Child, that massage was good. I heard the one thing about it though is like the way that their walls are set up. They have individual rooms, but it don't go to the ceiling. So if you're a business owner, anytime you have a space where like the wall isn't going up to the ceiling, then you can hear things. So I'm hearing people talking, I'm hearing people snoring. How could you snore through this? I immediately too, when like she started like massaging me and kind of like peeled down my undies a bit, I immediately like clenched. Like I just felt like so uncomfortable a little bit, and I was like, you gotta relax. So and then she started bending me and doing all other types of stuff. So I'm like, how are you sleep next door? How? And I'm like uncomfortable doing all the things, but ultimately like I feel good. She was a very nice young lady. So I shall be going back, because I used to get monthly massages and it would help me just with like tension and de-stress. And I had already mentioned to y'all yesterday, like I had some just like tension just rising on my neck and just felt tense. So I think that this was like perfect. Just everything has been like a perfect segue into this reigniting of just self-care and taking care of me, honestly. So I thought that that would be a little something funny for y'all that y'all would have enjoyed. But if I ever take my team to get massages, we got to go to an Americanized place, because the only time when I have experienced this type of stuff is when there's different types of massages, and I don't need no professional liability claims or nothing because of me trying to do something nice and get somebody a massage if somebody feel uncomfortable. So no sir, no ma'am. But let's get going. They gave me a little water, so I've been hydrating. If you do decide to go though, they're in South Orange. Like, I think it's like $1 a minute, honestly. I think it was $90 for 90-minute massage, and if you pay with card, there's taxes on it, so it's $6 extra. And then I tip, I think, 20 bucks I tipped, so my total came up to $116. I believe I didn't get a receipt. I probably should have got a receipt. I don't know the lady's name that I went to. They said her name, but I couldn't make it out because I couldn't really understand the person that was checking me out that well. So maybe next time I'll get her name, but I feel like, girl, we locked in. I mean, you done seen parts of me that people ain't seen parts of me, but so, I mean, we locked in at this point. I ain't gonna be bouncing around. But check them out. Y'all might like them. And let's go, because I gotta go get my fruits and my veggies and the good stuff and see if my cleanse was. All right, y'all. Let's go get the stuff for the cleanse.
Hey, y'all. Hey. It is the next day. I just wanted to update y'all and let y'all know that my cleanse did not come. So I am now a little bit on the struggle bus regarding, do I start the cleanse today? Because I'll be going on vacation and I do not want to do the cleanse in the midst of that. So either I'll be able to do the cleanse if it comes today, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, maybe Tuesday, because I go on vacation on Wednesday. So that will be like 4 days. And I believe how the cleanse goes is you're supposed to be on it for 5 days, off for 5 days, back on for 5 days for like the 15th day. I think you're supposed to take a break. And I know when I go on vacation, I'm going to have some foods that maybe aren't 100% clean, but I think it will be helpful to get this. My belly is huge because I just think it just has a whole bunch of gunk inside of it. So I did not go to the grocery store because when I was on my way home, I saw that my cleanse wasn't coming. But I did eat healthier. Did I eat healthy last night? What did I have? I'm lying. I wasn't even hungry. The food sustained me that I had for late brunch / almost dinner time. It felt like it was late when I ate. So yeah, I just had like water or something when I got home. And I felt like queasy actually because probably the food I had was too heavy. And then I went to get the massage. But I just wanted to update y'all so y'all know what is going on. If the pills come in today, I'll come back on just to show y'all. I'm about to do my setup to record some YouTube videos. I'm on YouTube, about to record a YouTube. I've been really getting into my educational content again. If you are a subscriber and you've been here for some time, then you know I get into my educational bag pretty deep. But I had got a little bit burnt out with talking head videos, which is what I'm about to film right now. Wow. So I got a little bit burnt out with that just because of how much time and effort it takes to do talking head videos, but I know that I have to do better. I was looking at some of my analytics and stuff like that on my videos and on my channel, and I know that my educational content does, people enjoy my vlogs. Don't get it twisted. Don't. But I think in terms of like watch time and stuff like that, it's better with my talking head videos and it gets more views and stuff like that. So if I am in the business of giving the people what they want, then I need to give the people what they want. And the other piece of that is, well, maybe I'll try, I'm thinking, because I was going to go to sit in my gold chair that I usually sit in for my talking head videos, but I might try to do the side angle from like the corner, because I think, I don't know, because then I don't have to have my computer on my lap. We'll see. So in terms of the talking head videos, also what that allows me to do is it positions myself as a thought leader, where I really am unable to do that with vlogs, right? When I'm doing my vlogs, I'm showing you all some of the things I'm doing, giving you a little bit of the behind the scenes and some, you know, motivational content, some educational as well, but ultimately it's not helping me to show up as the thought leader that I am, and it's not showing me as a person that can give quality content, and I do that. So that is just the reminder for myself to get back with it. So my plan is to film, I think I have it like 6 or 7 talking head videos today. So hopefully my storage capacity can hold all that. I might need to honestly wipe a few of my SD cards because I have a lot of videos to film, and ideally I want them to be anywhere between maybe like 8 to 15 minutes. I'm going to try to be succinct. I think as of late I've been getting very long-winded with the examples and stuff like that, and it's taken me a minute to get to the point. So I want to be very intentional about getting to the point while also giving value and giving examples so that people can understand what I'm saying or the perspective in which I'm speaking in. So that's what I'm doing now, y'all. And like I said, when the cleanse comes, I'll be sure to share with y'all what it looks like and everything. And I might, heavy on the might, do it today and go get some fruit and stuff. Because if I do the cleanse, I'm gonna need the fruit and the vegetables so that I can eat cleaner. I had a yogurt this morning, so wasn't as clean, but I need to check my Amazon package to see where my stuff is. Y'all, so I just got done filming 4 YouTube videos, I believe it was 4 or 5, and I have 3 more that I want to film. I just got notification that the pills came in, so we are going to get the pills. I need a good meal. I ain't gonna hold you. I need a good meal. So I'm thinking about getting a quesadilla from Chipotle, and then I love how I like think through things with you all, and y'all probably like, girl, just come back when you got your thoughts settled. But I think it's all helpful to see the process and how my brain be going. So yeah, let's get the pills and get a quesadilla, and then I'll probably get some fruit and vegetable. I need to be clean, honey, once I start the pills. But I'm happy they came. Yay! Who's getting all my love? All right, y'all. So y'all like, girl, you just a different place in your house. You are correct. I went to Chipotle and I got a quesadilla, and they have this new ranch stuff. So I figured, why not add it on? So I'm gonna try that too. I also ended up going to Target. I went to Target, and I'll show y'all what I got from there. And I'll also show y'all what I got from the grocery store when I'm done eating. I want to show y'all my little meal. The beans are not bad at Chipotle. I've never had their beans by themselves. The rice is like meh. So I'm going to try to mix the rice and beans together. Let me taste the quesadilla. This is my first time with their quesadilla. One of my team members, she always gets their quesadillas and raves about them. So I got the, what is it? Honey Chipotle chicken. No. Yeah, honey Chipotle chicken quesadilla with sour cream on the side. Y'all like, girl, you supposed to be on your cleanse. I lost the sour cream. And I did ask them to add in peppers and onions, but I'm not sure if they did. But the honey Chipotle is good. Oh, it's spicy too. It's good as a quesadilla. Chipotle might be on to something with this one. It's not bad with the sour cream either. Oh, no, Chipotle. You might be on to something, girlfriend. Let me taste this adobe ranch stuff. This is kind of like not a lot of chicken and stuff on that side, so I kind of want to dip it, but let me pull it apart. Maybe dip it this way. Child. And they only put a little, they literally put 75-cent worth, honey. I don't know. It's not nasty, but I can't really taste it. Like, I taste more of the spiciness from the honey Chipotle chicken. It's not bad. It's like a spicy ranch. It gives a little bit more kick to it. I think the sour cream is better on it though, just because it like balances it out, like a cooler flavor. But I'm gonna finish eating and then I'm gonna show you what I got. That food was amazing. They did not add the peppers like I asked them to, or the onions. I figured they didn't. And that was it. Other than that, everything was good. And they did add my utensils in my napkin. Come on, Chipotle. I be feeling like every time I go to Chipotle and I do a to-go order or a bulk order, something's always missing. Come on. Y'all need to get y'all Chick-fil-A system so that everything's great. But this is what I got from the grocery store. The Eternal Naturally Alkaline Sparkling Water. So I'm going to try to drink these two over the next couple of days. I also have from the grocery store, I bought some bananas. My husband loves bananas, so I'll probably eat a couple too. I brought the DiGiorno for him in case he gets hungry tonight, because yeah, I'm not cooking. I brought me some of these to put in the oven. I love these. These are amazing. The fried sweet plantains. Oh my gosh. Chef's kiss. I purchased some carrots. Very random, my store experience. So I got that because I have some hummus that I'm considering eating with it. I got 3 lemons to go, or 3 limes to go in my water. And then I got a couple little random things as well because I am going on vacation. So some Dramamine in case we decide to do a boat excursion because your girl, I get super sick. Flushable wipes because you never know. And then they also had this little first aid kit. So I figured why not take that since we are going on vacaciones. Went to Target as well. My husband asked me to pick them up from some trunk, so they had these. They ain't have nothing. They got the back to school stuff out at Target. So yeah, summer is coming to an end. These were $15. I love this color. I think this color will look really nice on his skin tone. Also got me some razors because I needed some. And I'm going to take one with me on vacay. I purchased some Garnier Fructis hair wash because I'm going to be going swimming and stuff and in the beach. And listen, when I come back, the curly hair is saying goodbye. But while I'm there, we're going to treat her nice. I got us some Beach Defense Neutrogena sunscreen. We have some, but I think we're running low, so I wanted to make sure we were all equipped. And I also was going to get some tanning oil. The one at Target was like $25. I was like, this is very high. I've never purchased tanning oil, but I want to come back bronzed, honey. Okay, I need the glow. So I was going to purchase it, and I was like, let me see if Amazon has it for cheaper. And of course they do, so I'm going to order on Amazon. Hopefully it'll be here the next couple of days. And then I got this travel disinfectant spray. And last but not least, she is here, y'all. This is the 15-day cleanse. She's here. This is her. I hope y'all can see it. That is her. So we're going to start it today. Might as well. It says that you're supposed to drink 8 ounces of water and take 1 to 2 of these at bedtime. I was originally going to take 1, but I'm just going to go for it where life takes me. So I'm going to go for it. Okay, I'm gonna let y'all know more than likely in a future video, or maybe I'll comment or put a on screen something. That's what I'll do because I'm not going to be talking about cleanse in all my videos, right? But I'll put like a on-screen something that tells y'all how the cleanse went overall. But we're gonna start here. I got my fruit. I already had fruit at the house, like apples, kiwi, stuff like that. So that's why I didn't buy any fruit today. And I'm not sure what I'm making for Sunday dinner. So more than likely I'll be back at the grocery store tomorrow. So I only got what I could think about because the intention of me going out today was, okay, let me get the water and some bananas for my husband and a little bit of toiletry things for my vacation. And let me go pick up my pills because I need my pills. So now that we have this, I'll be better able to just figure out where the body is going and what's going on with the body. And then we'll go there. So I hope you all like this couple day experience with me. And hopefully I'll be snatched from my vacation from these babies. So thanks for watching, and I will catch y'all in the next video. Bye.